Okay, so Grandma decided not to go with us today because she didn't want to get in the car with me in the car. This was a first because for about 6 months, let's see, what month are we on? We're in August. For about 8 or 9 months, or 10 or 11, I have not gotten in the car with my mother in the car. Now I did just this past couple of weeks because my brother was here. But now she doesn't want to get in the car because I reclaimed my front seat as the husband of the driver. I reclaimed the front seat, which means I can lower the window and lower the volume on the radio, things like that. I used to turn it off, but they are, all three of them, my daughter, son, and wife, are very upset with me about any little thing, about my going with them, about the radio. So I let the radio on today, but they were still upset because I was sitting in the front seat. Alright, so whenever you have negative thoughts, just when you do get home, or if you find a hose somewhere, like I checked and our tenant was not home, so I grabbed the hose and I stripped to my underwear and I just put the hose on my head in the backyard. I did this for a good while, because maybe 15 minutes or so, because I was waiting for what usually happens when the wife buys groceries. She puts them inside the house by herself. The kids don't help her. So I was in the backyard with the dog, and I don't know how the groceries got in. You see, these kids, the wife and the kids, they're very, very strange. The wife rarely asks for help, and she really does 1,000 things. And I don't help the wife, even though I know she has groceries and things to bring into the house, because the kids don't help. And when I say, please ask the kids to help you, the wife starts yelling at me or saying something that I cannot do anything by myself. It's just that I was raised differently. I was raised that if your mother's carrying groceries, you should help her. That's the way I was raised. I did see my daughter using the yellow wagon that we have, that the dog pulls, and she was pulling the bags of salt. That was very interesting. We use salt for the water. I don't know what the machine does, but it makes the water soft. Water softener, I think it is. So yes, the daughter did help a bit. And then I did get into my daughter's room. I put a chair there, I took the Bible there, and I just sat down and did nothing. My wife was folding my son's clothes, which were on top of my daughter's bed. And my daughter was telling my wife to get me out of her room. My wife was saying why I was bothering them. Then I ignored them, and I said, why is my son not folding his own clothes? And of course she ignored me, the wife. The daughter left. She went to the living room. She started doing the food stamp application for my wife. My wife has some difficult moments, and she gets upset with me, so she doesn't ask for my help. But then my daughter helps her with job applications, paying light bills and phone bills and things like that. Not phone bill, but something else. Anything that deals with the phone or or companies, the electric company, things like that. My daughter has become her helper. The one thing the wife doesn't realize is that if she was submissive to me and she was obedient, her life would be so much simpler, peaceful, relaxed. But since she is so disobedient, she doesn't have enough money, she's constantly borrowing money from her dad. Her dad is a guy that didn't spend that many days with her as a child. He had about maybe 10 kids, he said, with different women, so he didn't really... I'm not going to throw stones at him because my dad did the same. It's really difficult to be a man that stays with one wife if you have a decent job in Honduras, that is, or anywhere, I suppose, or if you don't have the morality to keep you with one wife. I stay with one wife, and it's very simple because I don't have any cash. As soon as I get a job, the first thing I think about is a girlfriend. But since I don't have any cash and the wife is being respectful in the bedroom, then there's no need for me to... some song that my son pointed out on the radio today. I don't want a job. I want a life. That's right. That's what I want. And we can't have a decent life if we all help each other. We do good deeds. A good deed that I do is I tell people on the internet to learn a money skill. On Facebook, I have some friends in other countries, and they say that they're going to school and things like that, and I tell them, get a job or learn carpentry so you can feed your kids and buy the textbooks you need so you can go to school. Some of them might listen to me. I heard one of them told me he got a job putting in windows, aluminum frames and glass windows. I said, that's fantastic. He said, it's not carpentry, but it's close. I said, that's great. That's a good skill to have. And then don't just stop there. Keep going. Keep getting more skills. All right, my friends. I'm having a fun evening now that I'm able to express my thoughts. I make videos because I really have no one to talk to. So I make videos and I talk to people this way. Take care. Be better than I am. Count your blessings. Give thanks to the God that created you. Read your Bible and memorize the Bible verses that are useful to you. Hang out with the Jehovah's Witnesses. They do have a morality teaching. They call it a Bible-trained conscience. Hang out with them for at least 3 or 4 or 5 years, and I believe that they will help you. Their method of teaching is interesting. Now, I don't go to the meetings right now because I need a break. It's just too much. Another thing is I value my time. I don't want to be 2 hours or 3 hours away from my family. For instance, today was Sunday and I spent it at McDonald's and all these stores, but I spent it with my family. All right. Talk to you later. I do love God and He is in first place. I just don't believe I should not be near my family. Why would God give me a family and then have me not be near them? All right. See you in the next video.